Today, this is the McLaren P1. You are watching Need for Speed Heat. We are back, baby. God, I love this game so much. Now, here's a little fun fact for you. Last time we made a video, I actually filmed at 1080p. I don't know how that happened, but we're now at 4K, 60 frames. Mwah. I actually know how to set 60 frames. Anyway, digs aside, let's, my friends, jump into this McLaren P1. I have so much to talk about with this car. It is easily my favorite of the hypercar trio. Favorite hypercar to ever exist. And just get a load of this noise. Here we go. Now, clearly there's a couple of issues with this McLaren P1 model. Of course, these are going to be rectified when we start customizing it and making it nice. Wait. It has one wiper. That's amazing. I don't know why, but cars with one wiper are cool. Like, why is that so cool to me? Anyway, the fitment is terrible at the rear. We've got these extra parts that are just hanging off a little bit, and no wing, because I took it off. Why would I take off a P1 wing? Let me show you. Alrighty then. Make this thing as best as it can be. I don't know quite where all the parts are. I've not put any time into this model yet, but we need to talk about the P1. Now, as you can see, this is why I did remove the wing, because it looks even worse, and you're gonna be like, what the frick? What are these poo-poo mods you are showing us? Now wait, be patient, because all of a sudden, you're gonna see. Oh, yes, this P1 has some ridiculous mods. And doesn't this mod in Unite look insane in 4K? I know, I should probably, you know, I've checked my bloody settings. We've got front bumper customization. Of course, all the P1 standard customizations are available. We've got this, which I think is from the Corvette, which just suits every car, and it needs to be on every single car. Shout out to the Unite community for carrying on with these mods. It's meaning I can make more videos for you guys. So, like, I make Unite videos to advertise Unite. Unite makes more mods for me to make Need for Speed videos. You guys watch them, and then I thought I could make more videos. It's a cycle. We're like a big lovey-dovey community. Man. I don't even know where to start with the wheels. I feel like the wheels need to be sorted after the fitment. The fitment bugs me a lot. Like, it's genuinely hurting me. Oh, we can remove the whole thing like that. That's pretty sick. I like that. So you still have the choice to remove those if you don't want them. Who wouldn't? Well, look at that booty, mate. So we need to choose some that just fit a little bit nicer. I think these ones with the extra carbon. Of course, all the exhaust pipes on this car are just mental. I love that we can have that, like, quad exhaust. Don't know what it is, but customizing cars that Need for Speed just makes me... It just makes me so happy. Which diffuser do we go with? This one looks mental, but so does this one. I'm going to go for the big boy. Just, it gives so much to it. And the lights, I don't actually know. We need to put the car on. There we go. We can see a little bit of a difference there. I kind of like the standard ones here. Let's get the fitment sorted. Oh, we can lower it even more. Why? I don't know. The track width at the front, pretty good. Let's have a look at the rear. See if we can get that fitment right. It's a little bit worrying so far. Ah! Why must you pain me? There it is. The McLaren P1. The best of the hypercars. I don't even care. Listen to me. This is my favorite. This is the first one that I was properly introduced to. It will forever be the best. Because Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson began the love of this car for me, and I'm sure for a lot of others too. Did you see that? It's like almost perfectly in a line where okay, now we need to go fast. Why is it so good? Why does this color suit every single car we build? Why do I keep coming back to it? Why do I not have a car this color yet? Still, again, of course, it being a hypercar, I'm expecting big numbers. We don't see big. We're already on max, baby. I told you, big number. Let's get right to it then. Nighttime in the McLaren P1 with a big old booty that just looks awesome. Right, let's get popping then. I've not done night on this game in a long time. We're going to have to properly give this car a test before we properly take it into night. But look how good this thing looks. Look how good the game looks in 4K, but I'm rendering it at 1440p because... Why would I render it 4K when most people won't be watching it? Whatever. Jesus Christ. I can't see a damn thing. I think we need to test the top speed of this. This is one of those cars that just is begging to be tested top speed-wise. I don't think we're going to manage to do it in the city. But of course, I'm going to give it a go. Oh! 260. Like it's nobody's business. If we don't get a proper, like, drag strip runway something on the next game, I'll be a little bit disappointed, if I'm honest. Because the amount of speed test runs that we have to do on this game, I feel like it deserves one. Come on, we need one, Ghost. Give us an airport. I mean, Criterion. Here we go. Beats! Beat it, baby! Boom! I just killed a man. Did that, like, top out at, like, 260? Did I see 260 and then nada? Boy, don't you disappoint me like this. P1, baby, I know, like, is different. It ain't top speed demon, but, like, I still want top speed. Don't tell me you ain't disappointed too. Just every time I drive this, I remember the first time I saw that Top Gear episode where Clarkson drove the P1, and it honestly, still to this day, when I watch it back on YouTube, you can probably find it, it gives me goosebumps. Like, it's insane. That's where I knew the P1 and me were gonna fall in love, and I would never, ever, ever see one. I've never seen one. Ever. Not seen one. Seen one. I've seen Senna's. Stuff your Senna. You can send off, yeah. But I do want to see a P1. Like, I listen, I will never stop until I find a P1. I've seen many, many other cars. I own a Skyline. And you're like, that should be enough for you. It isn't. I want to see a P1. Let me sniff your P1. Do any exist? Have they all been set on fire by themselves? I would say that's a potentially. I love the way this handling model just flicks you. Man, I really hope you can mess up on the next game. Like, messing up the handling, messing up the driving is so cool. I love the noises this makes. If you come to a stop, I don't know if you can hear that, but it has like a servo noise. And that's the wing supposed to be coming back down. But of course we removed it. The theme of night on, I was going to say Unite, on Heat. Unite just gives me so, like dirty vibes. Dirty vibes. And that's all I want. I want to be scared. I want to be chased. I want to be attacked. But at the same time, I do want to see. That's why I think we should have cops in the day and the night on the next one. Like, I think I want to see. Mate, that cop is right near the garage. You can't do this to me. I'm trying to get round you, okay? Oh my God, he knows I'm here. Oh, can't see me. I'm like John Cena. Where is even that garage? I don't even know. Is it the container? Baby, you look fly on that car. You look fly on that car. That car look flyer. If you was off it, though, get off my car. I think logically, we could all agree that the 918 is probably the best one. Like, in terms of actually performing really, really well of the trio. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this, the P1, the 918, and the Ferrari LaFerrari. I think, logically, well, boys, spun out. We're going to agree that 918 is, like, the most sensible, probably the fastest car, right? But there's something about the P1 that's just so magical, and I don't know if I would have even thought about it if Clarkson didn't make that video. Maybe they're all as smart and technologically advanced as the P1 came across on the video, but seeing a car that moves, adjusts as you drive it, like all cars do that today. Okay, all sporty cars and cars over a certain budget, but all cars are so fascinating. For example, the LC500 has rear wheel steer. The Skyline, the R31 was the first car to have rear wheel steer, I believe, which means that thing is still used. It's only now just coming out to sports cars and stuff today. That's really impressive for how far back that came out. Some of you might even know the R31 exists, which is just insane, right? But the dynamic aero on a car and the perfect diffuser that allows this car and the hybrid technology that was used at the time when we were like, stuff the Prius, we don't hate hybrids. Now, it's looking like hybrids are going to be the last time we can buy a petrol engine in the next 10 years or so. The P1 took that hybrid that was in the Prius that we all hated and made us go, you know what? They're actually using it to make the car faster and better and basically be used when the petrol engine cuts out, when the petrol engine is at its weakest, when you have to change gears. That 1 millisecond nowadays in some of your cars, mate, hybrid kick in, No issues. You're powering through constantly. Which brings me on to the weird world that I'm in right now, is where I'm seeing all these new electric cars coming out. Lexus is going fully electric by 2030. Ford wants to be the biggest electric car sales company ever. All the European manufacturers will no longer produce petrol engines, and if they do, they won't last very long. They will not be making any new ones. Why is it so different to me for this car to be perfect synergy between old and new, and then we're going fully new, of going fully electric, and it's faster and quieter and more efficient and will run longer? Why am I terrified of that future? But for the P1, I wanted a hybrid everything. For example, the next GTR will hopefully be a hybrid, and I hope so, because a hybrid V6, can you imagine it still has the twin turbskis on there? Just slap on a hybrid motor system and all of a sudden you've got a ridiculous car. The Mach-E is selling well. It's a fully electric, not Mustang, realistically, but they are producing a brand new Mustang coming out probably next year or the next 2 years, and it's rumored to have a V8, okay, with the assist of a hybrid tacked onto it as well, which again excites me. That would be amazing. A V8, because we still get a V8 in the Mustang, but it's a hybrid too. Extra power. That's the thing that P1 introduced to me, is that yes, that kind of world is scary to us, but at the same time they've taken something that was supposed to be boring and made it freaking cool. Here's where I am with electric cars right now. If the performance versions make these scary screeches and whines and gearbox whine type of deal, maybe I won't actually be that scared of them. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll hate them all and I will never buy one. We'll see. Anyway, the P1 sick, ladies and gents. Hopefully you enjoyed. Smash the like if you want to see more Need for Speed Heat. And of course, you're in the right place if you do. Until next time, peace.